Welcome to this new Flight Simulator Update movie. In this movie we're going to look at the facts which were announced about World Update number 7, which takes place in Australia. The first thing is the Grammatory cities, amongst them Brisbane, and the second one is Townsville. Those are two of the cities which received Grammatory updates, but besides them there are Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth, Oberg, Cairns, Darwin, Brombury and Mackay. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the last one correctly, but that's what I understood. In addition to that, there are also Bing map updates and aerial data updates, which they received from a local company, right? We've got also, for example, Trinity Beach and the Gold Coast. And the Gold Coast is one of those cities which also have a large airport. Does it receive an update? Well, unfortunately not. There are 4 airports which are part of this World Update: Long Beach, Mount Beauty, Shell Harbour and Kuraburu. Not sure if I pronounced the last one correctly, but that's how I understood it. While talking about the airports, there will be 5 landing challenges as part of this World Update, which will be released, I would say, at the end of this month. In addition to that, there will be 6 discovery flights and 5 bush trips, which are taking you probably to the nicest places from, I would say, Australia. Right, you can see a few examples now. And then the last but not least, the point of interest. There will be 49 point of interest being added to World Update number 7, the GABA, Paul Wild Observatory, then the Siding Spring Observatory. Those are the nicest things, right? So those are things which are being added in addition to the grammatories and the airports. So next question is, okay, when will it be released? Well, we already knew the date. It was the 31st of January, but we now also have a time. It's 1 p.m. Pacific time, and that's when the update will be available. How to install it? Simply use the Store app to first install the initial update, then start Flight Simulator. It probably will prompt you for another update. If that is the case, then you need to install it. And once you've done that, you need to go to the marketplace and install the World Update content. That's how it normally goes with every World Update. So let's see if they change something there, but I don't expect it. Then the second thing is the Local Legends 2, which is the Fokker Foxtrot 7. There are some pictures released, or some movies released. This is one of the pictures, right? It looks pretty cool. If you look at the ground, you can see that there's a lot of detail being added to the aircraft, but personally, I really like this one because you can see, I would say, the markers on the, on the propellers. You can see that this piece is really detailed. So they really spent some time on, I would say, updating or creating this aircraft. This aircraft will be released in parallel to the World Update, as far as I understood. But hey, we've seen it earlier that they did announce that, and then at the last point they delayed the aircraft with, I think, a week or something. So let's see. This aircraft probably is a paid one. It's not a free one, but there was nothing discussed about pricing. So let's see. With the Junkers, it was a small amount. Maybe it's the same for this aircraft. Then we come to the release notes, right? So the release notes are still unknown, but looking at the feedback snapshot, we can see 2 items. There's the disappointing mountain terrain to round it. That will be part of World Update number 7, right? So World Update number 7 will contain some stuff which improves the mountains. So let's see how that really is, right? Because yeah, I'd say saying it is one thing, but let's see how it looks eventually. I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest. So then the next thing, over the next page, I should say, there's another one which is talking about the ground texture, low resolution, incorrect bandwidth. That will also be fixed as part of World Update number 7, but they will also do improvements for World Update number 8. And that's the other good news. World Update number 8 now has a name. It's called Iberia, which includes Portugal and Spain. So those were the, I would say, visual improvements, but also new airports will be, I would say, taking place. The other good thing is that there are 99 points of interest being worked on, 4 new airports, and of course new missions, and also some new photogrammetry cities. When will that one be released? Well, that's, I would say, kind of a little bit vague. I would say it's in the papers, right? But I would say time can shift. So I'm really looking forward to it. Again, they say, hey, it's a world update and it will be free. So that's good for us. And it's a super high in resolution. In parallel to that, they will also release the local legend 3, the Plus Ultra. So the Plus Ultra is a Dornier Do flying boat. So let's see if that's being released. And they say it's historically significant because it was the first transatlantic flight from Spain to South America. Right? They always try to, let's say, fit an aircraft with a specific country or region which is being released. And this one will be again developed by Oliver Moser, which we all know because he was part of the Junkers team. So a lot of cool stuff. Besides all these nice things, they announced a lot of improvements. I'm not going to all the technical details because there was in the Twitch they showed some things which they worked on. One of them was the torque and the P factor and how it was actually simulated. And that was all really cool to see. So there's a lot of work being done by Asobo and of course their partners. Here ends this video. This was the video where we mainly spoke about the changes in World Update number 7, which we knew was coming, and we now have some more details about what's being changed. In addition to that, we looked at the local legend number 2, and we discussed the feedback snapshot. Last point, we spoke shortly about the World Update number 3, which was announced, and some more details were, I would say, discussed. Of course, we still don't have, I would say, some other details. There were some, I would say, screenshots being shared about some stuff. For example, I think it was there was the famous church in Barcelona was shown and some other stuff. So let's see how that goes. Looking forward for it, but let's first wait for World Update number 7. Here ends this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you got questions or comments, then feel free to put them in the comment box below. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.